in front of Ian.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see shit doing.
Right, it's about to
you know Dillon already
doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
like when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undefeated.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound.
Shoot. This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Party people! I'm hitting y'all with the Crush Groove. Party people! Y'all ready to rock? Yeah! Y'all ready to rock? No! Y'all ready to rock? Yeah! I had to do it. It's Saturday. God dang it. Blah, blah, blah. What's cracking like a mackin' from the jacket to the back end? We about to get it in. Loving life, because this is all I got. Golly, they try to take it away from you every single day, every single breath. But you better love yourself, man. Love you guys out there rocking with Hydration Situation. Like, subscribe, and make sure you become a member. So hit the like button right now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about all these things. Maxx Crosby, traded to them Ravens. Oh, we're going to get into that. Dillon Brooks, he was on that sticky, icky, got caught slipping. Woo, Gil's Arena is going to talk all the way through this controversy, which is at Magic City. You know, that's going to be hilarious. Westbrook confronts the media. We got to go to part 2 of that. That sucker had about 6 minutes of smoke for everybody in that room, man. We're going to talk about Anthony Edwards playing in the NFL. Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, that's real spit. So let's get into it right now. First of all, let's start off with ESPN sources. The Raiders agreed to trade 5-time Pro Bowl defensive end Maxx Crosby to the Baltimore Ravens. In exchange for 2026, 2027 first-round picks, the trade could not be processed until next week, but it is in place. See, look how easily they make us forget that this ain't legal. You know what I mean? You can't do it, so how you do it? Oh, you did it? Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway. And Crosby is expected to be a Raven with 2 ones back to Vegas. Right. So, obviously, the Dallas Cowboys was in the mix. The Ravens became the winner in the mix. There's about 6 teams. And him going to Baltimore just makes you think of yesteryear when Baltimore had those defenses. Ray Lewis was in the building when they had those squads, right? And you were looking around and you was like, good Lord, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Siragusa, Boware, all them stud Suggs, next level stuff. So now we got to talk through this because they gave up 2 first-round picks for him. And who have we seen get 2 first-round picks just to see some value right now before we go a little deeper? Maxx Crosby, Sauce Gardner. So far, have they got their ROI on that? Not yet. Micah Parsons had a good start, got hurt, but Russell Wilson, I don't know if Matthew Stafford, hell yeah. So far, so great. So far, that's the best one. Give it up, give it up, give it to me. Go to the Rams, win a Super Bowl for me. Laramie Tunsil. Yeah, actually, if you really looked at his career beyond smoking on that dank, he was all right. Jamal Adams, Khalil Mack, Jalen Ramsey, Jay Cutler, Ricky Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, that's my dog, but Jeff George, no. Eric Dickerson, I mean, the Rams was better than the Colts, but whatever, who cares? Herschel Walker. So basically, I know y'all like, what sound is that? That's your tire leaking. You know, you're about to pull over. Basically, if you give up 2 firsts, history tells you they're not sunnier days ahead. It doesn't seem that way. But at the same time, every player is different. Every situation is different. So we're not going to act like this is all the same. Let's keep it going. Let's go a little deeper into this trade scenario, trade situation, because now that you got this, what you going to do with it? If you the Raiders, you have 11 picks for the 2026 draft and the most cap space of any team for 2026 by $20+ million. Tom Brady, stop playing. Stop playing, Brady. Sit your butt down. You ain't going to Saudi Arabia to play flag football. No, you're not. It's a little volatile over there, right? Don't cross the Atlantic right now. So stay your butt here and handle your business. They can get this thing turned around in the next 2 years, Louis Riddick says, who should be a GM somewhere, I'm sure. If they can develop and utilize the players they end up signing and drafting, the pressure's on the entire operation. No excuses. Get her done. We'll see if the Raiders going to get her done, but you know how the Raiders roll. If past behavior is any indicator of future behavior, then they got problems. You think the Raiders going to fix this? I don't even know if the Raiders know that, because the Raiders got a 1-14, Jets got a 2-16, Browns got a 6-24. Let's stop right there. It's like they can't get right. Look at that. Raiders, Jets, Browns. Who got multiple first-round picks? Raiders, Jets, Browns. Let's just say they need them, but let's just say they may not know what to do with them. All right, anyway, Chiefs, 9-29, okay. But they right there on the bubble. That thing, ooh, did that bubble pop? It feels like it popped. I said it prematurely years ago. I think I'm right now. It's wrapped. We'll see. Cowboys 12-20. Cowboys, to me, have one of the biggest opportunities this year to get themselves right, to literally be NFC Championship game, let alone maybe even in the Super Bowl. Mark my words. I've been wrong a lot, but I've been right a lot more. So make sure y'all listening to me. All right, let's get a little good summation. I like to inform people. You know how they say you want to hide something from somebody, you put it in the books. They really say that about black people, but they say about all people because all y'all dumb. National education literacy rate is at 6th grade level. Damn, y'all dumb. It ain't me. I can read it in 7th grade. Shoot, y'all the dummies. How the hell? 2 first-round picks for a non-quarterback who turns 29 before next season is a lot. A whole lot of, as DeBrat would say. Tyrese can't think of any of many recent precedents. I thought I could read. Quentin Williams trade raised the price tag for third contract adjacent guys, and this trade only cements that further. Going to be very interesting to see if other teams are willing to pay those prices for guys approaching 30 in the years to come. Preach. Genuinely shocked the Ravens were the team who traded 2 first-round picks. Me too. I was like, I don't know. The thirst. 2 first-round picks sound like you thirsty. You need it. And I was like, the Ravens? Did the Ravens really need a 3rd and long to stop and say, oh, we're going to win a Super Bowl? Like, is that what's going to get y'all over the hump, or some more receivers? You know what I mean? Some more old linemen. Like, I don't know. I just didn't see that coming. I know they'll have compensatory picks, extra selections here and there, but not the team I would have pegged to trade 2 first-rounders. Wonder if the inconsistent hit rates on their highly drafted edge rushers in recent years, Ohoba, well, stop, Simba, Green, Isaac, led the Ravens to lean towards the sure thing on the edge. They've been very comfortable trusting their development machine on the edge for a long time now, even when it meant letting guys like Zadarius Smith and Matt Judon leave in free agency. Break it down. No doubting that the Ravens needed serious help on the edge, given trading away and Kyle Van Noy, Draymond Jones hitting free agency. Crosby was the best player available at their biggest position of need. Love that fit, but I wonder whether spending enough to win the Hendrickson bidding plus holding on to the first rounders would have been a better way to attack those concerns. They want Hendrickson. People just don't believe in Hendrickson still. They just look at him. Even though he had a good combine when he came out, he's an athlete. He just built like a refrigerator. He just built like an ice block, but he still can go. And the numbers don't lie. But people just don't want to bet long-term on him. It just seems like that athleticism will fall off a cliff, right? And I don't even think it's because he's white. I just think it's the way he built. He just built blocky. So that's how people, I don't know. You ever see somebody, they got low calves? You ever see somebody with fat ankles? You just, dog. My boys one day, they talked me out of dating this girl. I liked her too. I'm glad they did because she wasn't, Ooh. Boy, when you go through rocky roads or you break up with somebody, boy, that character reveals. Oh, Lord. Just like in a divorce. You be like, oh, that's why I married? Thank God I'm divorced. Man, she was a mess. She was a rat. But forget all that. I didn't know she was a rat until my boy said, look at her ankles. And I swear I woke up out the spell. We were walking in the gym. I was right behind her. I was just looking at her booty. I was like, oh, she fine. And then my boy was like, he said, Sale. And I was like, when they call me Sale, that means like, listen, I got something to tell you. I said, what's up? He's like, dog, for real? And I was like, I'm thinking it's good. I was like, yeah, for real. He like, nah, for real, dog. Like, he said, look at her ankles. He said, you can't make no athletes like that. I said, oh, I swear I woke up. After that, I start causing problems, making up fights. Ravens are very top heavy now. Between Lamar, likely on a new deal, Crosby, Stanley, and top of position deals for Hamilton. And Roquan Smith. You can win with that formula, but you need your stars to be healthy and really productive. Okay, Bill Barnwell, good job, but stop being so safe. Damn it. You know damn well they gave up too much for that dude, even though he's great. Don't matter. You gave up a great price for it, and you're a great team already. And I know people are like, they didn't make the playoffs. They still got great talent. Don't do that. Lamar Jackson stay healthy the whole year. Stop playing. Y'all stop exaggerating how Derrick Henry was fumbling every play when it was only like 3 fumbles. Isn't it crazy? He carried the ball 274,000 times. He fumbles 3 times. They're like, yeah, the fumbling problem. Call Tiki Barber. We got problems. If I'm Derrick Henry, I would have ran all them reporters over there exaggerating how and then the team bought into it. They stopped giving on the ball. What the funk? If I'm Steve Biscotti, if I'm the owner, I'm coming downstairs. I'm putting belt to ass on everybody. Everybody getting it. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't giving Derrick Henry the ball. What's all that noise? Crazy. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me see who's in here first of all. Love to you guys out there. I see you, Lakota Sue. Shout out to you, Jay Grizz. Shout out to you, Deep Barnes. Murphy Robert in the building. Love to all you guys. Smith Racing, I see you. We deep today. Prodigy and Havoc. Oh, we got a mob deep in here. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, did you know this? This is good trivia. Did you know that Quincy Jones made Shook Ones? No. Word up, son. Joom, joom, boom, boom, boom. Joom, down, down, down. That is Quincy Jones. I'm not lying. I was at the Paid in Full. Shout out to Ben Horowitz, Felicia Horowitz, Nas, QD3. I was at their foundation event, and they were doing a tribute to Quincy Jones. They were just playing all the songs way before Michael Jackson. You know, we don't know all them. We just know, like, Thriller. And I was like, then they went like this. I was like, yo, that's Shook Ones. There is not one good rap song that ain't sampled. I guarantee you. Maybe Grindin'. Grindin' is the only song I can see, like, maybe there's no way you just sample it. Like, where you go to a 6th grade cafeteria, the lunch table, and somebody go, look at my beat up on the camera. And that's all you got. I can't get it. Oh, insane. Shout out to Quincy Jones. Rest in peace. Great. All right, let's get into this. Jayson Tatum, guess what he did? He played basketball again. And it was fun to watch. Yes, Jayson Tatum came back 15, 12, and 7 in his first game in almost a year versus the Mavs. Isn't that fresh? Get real. I will show you some video, but I'm starting to get a little more cautious on this show because I don't like getting shut down. But I like listening to other people talking. So let's go. Oh, that's my boy Max. Shout out to Max Kellerman and Rich Paul. How y'all liking the show? Y'all listening to it? Y'all watching it? Y'all rocking with it? You know we going to play it here. Let's go.
How does this work with Jaylen Brown and Tatum?
But see, Max, this is the issue with basketball, in my opinion, versus football. If a top receiver was coming back, no one would say anything about this.
Right, true.
Because you need them. If a top running back was coming back, a tight end, an offensive tackle, no one would say anything. Why is it in basketball we ask these guys to go out and win a championship, right, as a team? But then when they have the ability to actually be a complete team, we're like, maybe not, because you don't want to mess up somebody's individual
I'll tell you why
run.
in this case.
Let me tell you why before Max even tell you why, because you know damn well the dynamics are different. Like, we lie to ourselves. In basketball, we be acting like it's a team. It's just a few of y'all. Don't lie. You know what I mean? Like in baseball, we be lying like it's a team. It's the pitcher and a couple of bats. Stop lying. Like in football, we know it's the team. I don't give a damn. You go out there and do what you now. It's the quarterback a lot, but it ain't you. Let him have a bad offensive line, Justin Herbert. All of a sudden, you don't see that quarterback like you should when you need to see him, right? Justin Herbert's a man. I don't care what anybody says. If they're doing some real analysis, they know that dude is insane. However, he doesn't have the surrounding pieces to show when he needs it, okay? You can't do that in football. It has the most moving parts. We got 11 dudes out here. 11. Think about it. Basketball, 5. Baseball, what you got, 9? 11. The most independent, interdependent, dependent parts. You call it. Depends on the play. But so that's why. It's simple. What you got to say, Max?
I'll tell you why in this case. Because if you are in this business, and you are more in it than I am, you're closer to all the action than I am. But even from where I sit, you hear things. And in terms of the feeling I get about what's going on there and how these guys feel about each other and everything, it's a little more fraught than it ought to be, considering they've been to a million conference championships together and won a championship together, right? So especially if...
No, I disagree. It's always how you look at things, because the thing is the thing. It's just how you looking at it, right? That's why they say lemons, you got to make it lemonade, right? But it still ain't nothing but lemons, but now you just added some sugar. You got to add the sugar to this situation and see it for what it is. This could have been Kobe Shaq, and I'm not talking about in results and championships. I'm talking about in personality, where you got two guys who are both looking at each other at a certain amount of time at a certain place like, okay, who's getting the credit? Who's the man? You know, the accolades, the achievements are for the team and for them, but they've been both ways. Who's the alpha? All right, who's the Batman? All that stuff. Now, we saw what it did to Kobe and Shaq. Now, it took time. What was it, 7 years, 8 years? But the point is, it can happen, and it can end ugly. This situation needs to be looked at from that lens of like, wow, they still making it work. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever smoke you think you smell, they have put on the poker face or the real face of, we gonna share this. And that's admirable. Think about it. In the NBA, You're Jayson Tatum, Kobe anointed. You're Jaylen Brown, smartest player ever outside of damn Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You get Jaylen Brown who can put ball in bucket, can do it even without Jayson Tatum this year. Come on, y'all. And they sharing it. Put some respect on that.
If you're Jaylen Brown, and he's got to be feeling himself right now, given the way he's played, it's just like, even if you hadn't heard anything, common sense says that's a lot of ego for they're really two number ones.
Yes, but I think that's being unfair to both guys. First of all, they're called the Boston Celtics, not the Boston Browns or the Boston Tatums. So
I think you just hit on it. Are they the Boston Browns or the Boston Tatums?
No, but I'm just saying, it's like, listen, because here's what's going to happen. I know. I've been there. I've been to damn near every finals over the last 20 years. I
think we met at a finals.
Yes. So at the end of the day, here's what happens when you don't have a complete team. You get a good coach on the other side that you're playing, and you know what? We're going to blitz this person every time. We're going to trap this person every time. We're going to make somebody else beat us every time.
Yeah, the Detroit Pistons right now. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if the opportunity cost of us not having a complete team is the championship, why wouldn't you?
You have to try it. I'm not saying you shouldn't. They're gonna.
Yeah. Look. I just heard this last night, and it just reinforced something that I had forgotten, but obviously knew. Like our different levels of consciousness, right? You know, conscious, subconscious, unconscious. You know, get into all that Freud stuff. But you got to remember, the promises you make yourself, the highbrow you, the big boy, the big dog that you are. That's an adult who has been through everything, right? And has added it up to have a standard, to have expectations, to live the right way, to do it the right way. But never forget, being an adult ain't nothing but being a big-ass kid, an old-ass kid. And we all got a little child in us. And that child wasn't always held, or wasn't understood when it was being held, or wasn't always fed, wasn't always getting his hand held. Like you always had some issue in your childhood and you act it out. So when you on these levels, you want to know why grown ass people make stupid ass mistakes and mess up all the time? It's because that inner child, he ain't gonna never grow up. He always gonna want something. He always gonna cry out. Yeah, buddy. So when you get on the team dynamic, you be like, dog, it's obvious. Just share it, and we good. We perfect. Go, Kobe, Shaq, never break up. And it's like, nah. Kobe always wanted that credit. Shaq wanted to always do his thing his way. They don't blend, right? Because if I want the credit and you just doing whatever you want to do, even though you still doing it on the court, but you could do whatever you want to do, then I'm sitting there like, why am I working so hard not getting the credit? So with Jayson and Jaylen, maybe they don't have those issues that actually are antagonistic. Maybe they do. We'll see. Maybe they ain't been together long enough. Maybe this will be the year because Jaylen feels like, think about it. You get into the playoffs and you're like, Jaylen sitting there, he got to feel this way. Hey, dog, I've been carrying these fools. And now here comes Jayson. Here they go again talking about Jayson because he light skinned. Here they go again talking about Jayson because he curly hair. Here they go again talking about him because he look good. Like, you know what I mean? Like it could go a lot of ways. You think that's adult or childhood conversation? Come on, y'all.
I just don't understand
for them. I'm curious to see how it works out. And then finally, the reason.
Yeah, but we shouldn't sell. My thing is, the problem I have is, again, I guess I'm like 1/18 of media in some sort. Would that be
1/18?
accurate?
What you mean?
I'm doing a show.
Yeah. Oh, you mean in terms of your overall business?
No, I'm just saying in terms of me now speaking about the game.
Yeah,
right?
You're in the media.
With the
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's funny. I know Max too much. He can't suffer fools. So, not saying Rich Paul's a fool, but when you say something like 1/18th, you get a nerd like Max into it, and you don't finish that, you don't follow through with that, Max is gone. Like, it's just, all you see now is jeans and a jacket. There's no person in there. He's gone. I'm just telling you. I don't even want to see how that turned out. So, don't want to mess with my mind on that show right now. Plus, y'all wasn't talking about nothing at the end. Let's go. All right, beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, Jayson Tatum looked good. He missed that dunk, and it got everybody scared because he's like, he can't jump again. And then he lost his jumping ability. He's done. But then we saw him go out there and make a dunk, ball out, blah, blah, blah. All right, so beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. We're going to talk about Anthony Edwards. At least Carmelo Anthony is. And we're going to talk about Anthony Edwards in the NFL. Yeah, but first, let's give him his flowers. Let's go.
To answer the question, I think Ant Edwards is the best player in the NBA. I just think he brings everything. He brings the intellect. I think he brings the.
How you gonna say duh, and then say intellect? Like, of all words, after 5 does, come on, Syracuse.
He take on the challenge. I think his stats speak for itself. Getting his team, as a young player, to multiple Western Conference Finals, and
he on that Dillon Brooks. It gotta be. Ain't no way. It gotta be sticky up in there.
Still developing and becoming. Amongst his peers. His peers is saying this. Like, I'm not just going on a limb. Like, his peers is saying, Ant Edwards is the guy right now.
Beyond that, Ant Edwards is winning in a persona game that a lot of people don't want to play because they ain't as strong. They actually care what other people think. They're not as mature. And it's weird to say mature with Anthony Edwards, but walk with me. Mature in the sense of, I know what I want. I know what I'm going to dedicate and work for. I know what I'm going to strive for. And I'm not going to let you guys morph that into what you want. That's maturity. Like, it reminds me of like when I had to make my college decisions. I had to make decisions on different levels. I was going to make a local decision, go to UCLA. Why? It's right down the street. It's big time football. All my boys will be happy. Then I wanted to go to Cal, but that switched up, and I had to make a mature decision because the Cal opportunity turned into Arizona State because the coach left, and he's like, come to Arizona State like it's nothing. I was like, dog, that's not the same as Cal. Do you know what Cal is in Arizona State? Come on, coach, don't play me like that. Then it was like, look at the other opportunities, go to the Pac-10 schools, but it was all the same. Then I was like, damn, what's up with this Ivy League opportunity? The reason I had to look at it different is because I had to kill part of my dream. Part of my dream was to play in front of 100,000 people. It was fly on the airplane with filet mignon and shrimp cocktail and land and go in the Rose Bowl and ball. You know what I mean? I had to get that up for a bus ride, 8 hours to New Hampshire to play Dartmouth. You know what I mean? Never took a plane. Never got no filet mignon. No. I had to wait. So the point is, you got to respect a guy like Anthony Edwards who's saying, I know what I want. I don't want to be the face. I don't want those accolades and titles. I don't want all that damn fake accountability. I don't need none of that. Let me just ball, and then it'll come my way. Trust me. If I put the ball first, I ain't got to worry about nothing else. That's maturity.
Mm-hmm. Right? Now, you got guys like Cade who was going to be like, I don't know about that. You got guys like JB who's going to be like, Jaylen Brown who's going to be like, I don't know about that.
Right.
You got guys like Donovan who's going to be like, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? So.
And I think you're right. Somebody said it in the comments. They don't give out scholarships. Randy Ballin. Ivy League doesn't give out scholarships, not athletically. Academically, we do. Not athletically. So, yeah, I had to give up some money, too. A couple bucks. Early NIL, brother.
I hate to say, kind of who's the best out of all of that, but if you have to look at a trajectory, if you have to look at what's the energy, the it factor, everything, the early success, right? Winning, carrying an organization, dealing with different trades, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I would have to say, he is that.
All right, boy. Who's the co-host, or am I missing an NBA player? Who's this dude right here? Who that? Beat up in the comments. Let me see. I'm sorry. Respect. He crispy though. I can see how he roll. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We're not done with Anthony Edwards because Anthony Edwards ain't done with talking about. He like, shoot, let me get my mind right. Let me get my game right. This is an interesting little tidbit right here. Talking, Ant.
If I get one while I'm still young, if I get one before I turn 30, I'm definitely going to try to go play football.
What position, though?
I probably play receiver. I might try to go quarterback. Probably backup quarterback. Yeah. I ain't really got to play unless my starter get hurt.
There it is.
I can go for that. If my starting quarterback get hurt.
And everybody love the backup.
Yeah, everybody for the backup. Play behind Mahomes or something.
No, this is the year to get in.
He joking. But I want to imagine him playing receiver. Goodness. That's like a gigantic Dez Bryant. like a big old Dez Bryant, like athletically, like just way more of Dez Bryant just coming at you, right? He can't play quarterback based on that throw. Even though it was accurate, that was an interception easily. That was a rainbow. In all seriousness, man, we all know that if a basketball player commits to football is like, oh, do you want to make the Hall of Fame? But if a football player want to commit to basketball, it's like, do you want to make the team? Because I don't think you're going to. We are just two different animals. I love that argument because I'm a counter to that argument, right? I'm actually agreeing with the basketball players. Like, they're way more athletic than us. It's not even close. That's one thing that encourages me about my son going forward is that, one, he's my son. He got my DNA, so at least I know I got qualifying DNA to get him somewhere far. Now, if he doesn't, I'm blaming my wife. I'm like, yo, little unathletic ass messed up the whole family pool, right? So it's her. It's not my fault. But part two, I'm serious with that too. But part two is I know all the mistakes I made and all the successes, all the failures. I know it all. So I'm like pouring into him, but in doses. But then also, think about it. He can play basketball. This dude is on the nationally ranked number 1, number 2 in the country, depends on the week, basketball team, right? So I played 1 year basketball and tapped out because I was sorry as hell. I was like, I like to stick to the things I'm really good at, coach. My football coach was the basketball coach. That's, back in the day, that's how they did it. Actually, I'm doing it too, so it's still the same. But then my coach was like, look, dog, you need to play some basketball. Yo fast, but you get a rebound and go. He forgot one thing. I can't dribble, coach. I'm out running the ball. I'm like, come on, ball. He's like, you'll learn it. Just stick with it. And I didn't stick with it. And it was something I regretted once I got to the league. You start seeing real athletes go get it. All right, y'all, let's get into it. You know us. If we got to talk NBA right now, Lakers are a big conversation, and you know who is. Somebody's whining and crying.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think it has to be eye-to-eye communication. I have no problem with tempers flaring up in the middle of the game, but as long as Luka says what he has to say when JJ's standing there. It looks worse when JJ's walking away and then you jump up like you got something to say. Whatever you need to say, eye-to-eye communication, man-to-man. Nothing ever gets accomplished when you're talking to a teammate or talking with your head down or not to the person who you need to speak to.
Names and numbers. What we say on this show? And I know damn well Udonis Haslem says names and numbers, but I'm telling you, in my life, all the time, once a week, it feels like, hey, big dog, guess what, man? What's up? Oh, man, Tom and them was over there. I was at their house, and they were talking about you and your wife and your friend. I was like, oh, okay. You ever had those conversations where somebody they need you to want to care about what they talking about? And I'm like, dog, if I wasn't there, they were talking behind my back. Why would I look behind me to try to go forward? and then why wouldn't you have checked them so much that you ain't got to tell me what they said because I know what happened. They got checked. Or are you just waiting for me to respond so you can go back to Tom's house next week and tell him what Marcellus said? Sounds more like the latter, right? So I don't care. People don't get it. People get mad. I don't care.
When we talk about the Lakers not being able to compete at a high level with the good teams have two things. They have good habits, and they have their guys that have bought into the system and everything that's going on. When I look at the Lakers, and this takes nothing away from Luka as a great player, but the next step of the evolution of Luka Doncic, stop whining. Stop complaining to the refs. You are not going to beg your way to a title. You're not going to cry your way to a championship. As great of a player as you are, you're taken away from your game when you're focusing so much energy and efforts complaining to the refs. And I remember this with a young Jayson Tatum. I say young because he has evolved and he has made these changes. But I remember this with a young Jayson Tatum when we were in those battles with the Boston Celtics. As soon as he started complaining to the refs, I would tell our young guys, now we got him. Because it's about everything else besides the game.
Man, can you tell that to every AAU mama and daddy out there? I know dudes for real that just be going off on the refs. I'm just like, dog, 1, you ain't changing the refs' mind. 2, you look like a fool. 3, you teaching these kids that all this other stuff matters more than them just putting ball in bucket and playing defense. If you just get back down on defense, it would be way better than you standing there at half court yelling at the referee or looking at him in disbelief. You got little 8-year-olds doing this. Hey, come on, that's a foul. If I was the ref, I'd be like, if you don't run your little dusty, musty little ass down there, shut up. That's my era. Shut up. What if a ref just turned around to your son, you over there, hey, that's a foul. What you doing? That's a foul. I'm telling on people in my family, too. They do it, too. Oh, I hate them. I hate it when they do it. But then if the ref turn around, I'm like, shut up. I got to fix. I've empowered every referee to tell now, every AAU parent, shut your ass up.
With these great players that you're trying to stop, if you can knock these guys off their game for 3-4 minutes, just to focus on anything else, that's all the advantage you need. That's all you need.
Why my man at the end look at him like that? Like, what you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Who was that? I seen that face before. I forgot his name, but he was a dude in the league as well. Obviously, he's on that show. It's real spit out there, dog. You just got to deal with it. You just got to know it. You just got to get into it. Real spit out there. So stick with it, man. It's real spit. But look, if you Jayson Tatum, you Luka, guys who used to complain, guys still complaining, y'all just taking away from y'all game. So, like, go ahead. Yell at somebody that ain't going to change their mind and stuff. I'm going to get the call sooner or later. Yeah, you're going to lose your voice in the process. So I wouldn't do it. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And we still got to get into Dillon Brooks. We got his DUI on video. Oh, Lord. Gil's Arena talking about Magic City. I hope they got a live demonstration. Let's get that in. We got Westbrook confronting the media. Yeah. We ain't got to wait for that, though. Let's go.
So my ask is that you respect what we do and we respect what you do.
Rudy Gay, that's Rudy Gay. Yeah, he was a dude.
No, not for me. No, I've seen much worse. But it's not about me. It's about our team. So I'm talking about our team and our group of guys, the organization. I mean, I wasn't. I came here a little late, but I feel like you guys expect us that we was gonna win the championship. The way the conversation and how we talking is like, yeah, you guys, we don't win the championship. It's like it's a bust or something.
Yeah, that's interesting. Great point. Like, one, you have to have a worldview that if there's good, there's bad, right? And it's weird. We know that, but we don't like to say that. We were talking about, I did a video on the Magic City situation. We're going to talk more about that. And it's amazing to me, even Michelle Beto, who y'all know I got love for, Mama Beads, she was like, look, these women, they're adults. It's their job. Like, you don't got to take care of them. You ain't got to pander to them. They're fine. And I'm like, I hear that and I don't hear that. You know why? Because I know there are good professions. I know there are high esteemed professions. I know there are people out there that we look up to and we respect. We want to go to their jobs, right? We want them to bring their job and have a career day at our job. That we want them to come. Like, if the NBA really care about this promotion and sponsorship and this wasn't some weird pandering effort, they'd be like, well, bring everybody here. Let's show it. Career day. Or we'll go there and bring the cameras. We ain't doing all that because we ain't really here for that. Right? And somebody brought up an interesting point. What if it was like Pure Platinum, one of them big Las Vegas ones, right? That they got all them international. It ain't just like the black Atlanta staple one. They need some love. You know that little pandering stuff? Anyway, my point is this. We know good, so we got to know bad. And when it's bad, you got to be able to call bad, bad. So he's challenging the media. Russell Westbrook is saying, y'all calling us bad? What's wrong with that? Here's the thing. Are all teams considered equal? Do we know, even as a reporter, should you change how you cover a team because you know they're sorry? Or do you just call it like you call it, balls, balls, strikes, strikes? Think about it. That's interesting. Because if you go to a team where you know they got a shot, you got a higher standard. You know, you go to Sacramento, you're like, man, these boys ain't about to do nothing. Why are you writing articles at the highest standard? You're going to look like you going in on these dudes. And I think that's what Westbrook is catching. Like, how we playing this game, right? That ain't it.
And that's not the case. This is our job. Like, y'all have y'all job. Y'all go to work. We don't. It'd be great if we can critique y'all, but we don't.
Oh, we can't.
We have our job. We come do our job the best way we know how to. Wins, losses, all a part of the game. And after that, we go home. Y'all go home and see your families. We go home and see our families, and that's that. But don't make false context comments about people as individuals, people who they are, what they do, what they're thinking, why they're doing this, how come they're doing that. If you don't know, don't say nothing you don't know nothing about.
He from LA like me. I still say how come. Why? Oh my God, that's so LA. Hey man, how come you tripping? Why you tripping?
And that's particularly for you.
Oh, whoa. Damn, Westbrook.
Russ.
Golly. Hey, Russ is no joke. This is no punk alert, right? This dude don't care.
In Sacramento recently with Keon, more recently with Precious, he's seen some guys that are undrafted or who have been towards getting out of the league,
right?
Get like a second chance here or to really blossom in their first opportunity. What has impressed upon you about Sacramento as a place? Do you think that has happened in the last few years? Like, why in Sacramento is that kind of a culture they've seemed to be able to breed a little bit of, like, developing young guys or guys that maybe needed.
Damn, Westbrook got this room shook. Hey, what is your question? Golly.
A fresh start.
I think just giving opportunity. Obviously, this is a unique place, and I think whether it's front office or just the synergy of bringing guys in, giving them an opportunity to be able to go out and try to compete, and whether it's revamp their career or continue finding ways to be successful in this league. But I do think it's a unique situation.
That's right. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
I was just moving it.
Oh, okay.
Blah, blah, blah. That's when you got somebody who from it, got a couple $100 million in the bank, got a gang of businesses, beautiful families. Like, shut up. I want to hear your narrative. Life's good. Life's really good. All right, man. Beat up in the comments. Let's hear something a little wild. Let's go off the reservation a little bit. 3-point. Everybody talks about the 3-point shooting in the NBA. Right? It's rampant. Too much. Right? And then what we going to do? How we going to fix it? Check this out.
This is what I think they should do. This is what I honestly think they should do with the 3-point line. I think the 3-point line should be an LED line that just comes and goes. Like you can turn it off and turn it back on at certain times of the game. Like if you're down 10 or 3 minutes in the 4 minutes,
That's like the China, they have a 4-point play, like certain
it just should be on
points at the end of the game.
It's just ridiculous how I've watched games where like Lex 3 minutes were all threes.
Yeah.
Like I think it should just turn on. Like somebody could just be in there. You get 48 minutes a game. The 3-point line should be on like 30 minutes.
It sounds like the Chinese deal where, like, at the end of the game, the 3-point line turns to a 4-point line.
Make it an LED line. Then we're going to see who got game. Then you're going to have to get buckets now.
Yo.
You ain't going to be just launching. You're going to have to get money.
That's kind of like Papa Shot. Like, at the Papa Shot, you be doing it and it be standard. Then that sucker start moving back and forth sometimes. And then at the end, you get more points if you make consecutive buckets. And then there's one that goes side to side, too. I don't mind the 3-point shot like everyone else does, but I will admit they do it a lot. I mean, the analytics have ran away with it. Like, it's so bad that it's a lot of shots. It's a whole lot of shots. So, beat up in the comments. I want you guys to get a little inspiration on this show. We always try to find how sports shows you the life lessons. Every single sport to me, every single play is a life lesson. I just think that way. Hope you guys rock with me as well. So listen to this life lesson in sports.
I've been so impressed by you, how you've been able to reinvent yourself. You're one of the best perimeter guard defenders in the league. You change games with your high energy. What is it that you could say to young kids out there who go to situations that might be tough? You were a top pick, man, and were able to get low, and then now look where you're at now. What's something you could say to attribute to your success now in the league?
I mean, the first thing I want to credit God. Without God and Jesus in my life, none of this would be possible. They're my support system at home. But honestly, the league is filled with so much talent. And, guys coming from college, guys coming from overseas, sometimes your trajectory just goes a little different as mine. And you got to play a role. And, I found my niche in the game, and it's being a defensive player, but more importantly, being a connector. I tell people this all the time. There's 3 things that get you to be in the league. 1, be good. 2, be a great teammate. And 3, be available.
Damn. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, locked in? Anybody else? Locked in. That's what I'm talking about, Chris Dunn. No, he is locked in. And what's crazy is because he's locked in, he found his way. Simple as that. You go in a situation like, this is why you got to be careful with expectation. Obviously, expectation drives you. Right? I expect to be good, so I'm going to work. I want to be good, so I'm going to work. I'm working to be good. But then when it's weird, like you can do all of that, but when you get there, you got to do some in-time, real-time analysis. Because sometimes you hold on to that real good image of yourself in your head, and it ain't out there on the field. Because there's not an opportunity sometimes. Because you're just not doing it. It's on you. Because this ain't the system that can allow that to blossom and flourish. Whatever it is, there have been times where you've been great. Like Tony the Tiger. Some teachers bring it out of you. And some teachers, it's staying in here for a reason. I don't know. You better make a real-time analysis if you play in sports or are you doing it in life. Because if not, they're going to move on if you don't know your role. Simple as that. And sometimes, let's be real. Let's look at this image. I'm judgmental. Ye judge, ye shall be judged. Good, judge me. I don't care. Like I know my flaws. They're extensive. But the point is, I have 3 daughters. Ain't no way I ever. You know how I hate women who smoke cigarettes when they pregnant. I've seen that too many times, and it's the most random weird thing. I also don't believe that any stripper is sitting there in high esteem of that profession. She may do it. She may think she the bomb. I'm the shit. I don't care about you, Wiley. Okay. But you don't think that this doing what you do is the shit. You don't think sitting on somebody's third leg, sitting on all 3 of their legs when they just say hello to you is the shit. Okay? So this is not a high esteem profession to me. Okay? Simple as that. Drug dealing ain't either. I ain't stupid. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, they been crazy when Trey got drafted.
And then leave it to the white man that it ain't got nothing to do with him to try to get the lead accounts of these people's shit. Right?
Okay, that was the next question. Luke Cornett, first center.
White man that playing boring ass San Antonio. Take your ass down to the Riverwalk, man, and go get some tacos and some fucking guacamole down there. It's wonderful. I love it.
Have you seen the strippers in San Antonio?
Yes.
Okay, we are immediately off the reservation. How you make this racial? I thought at least you could have made it genderfied. Like he was a dude talking to women about what they doing with their bodies. I can hear that one, but it's racial. Look, this is counterculture, and I know people don't like it when you do this, but will we stop owning like Magic City like it's some of the part of black identity? It's not. It's a strip club that's famous that a lot of black people go to, a lot of black people in it, and it's probably black owned. I don't even know. Maybe. You never know. BET ain't black owned, so I don't know. But the point is, that's not black, what they say, excellence. That's not black. Like, it's a strip club. Barbary Coast, all these places. It's a strip club. Can we not try and bring, we the kings of trying to make something that ain't something. Like the N-word. Oh no, it's a term of endearment. No, it ain't. No, it's not. No, it's not. What that dude do on that meme? No, it's not. Now you can lie to yourself every time you say it and be like, yo, this means love. It's not. You know damn well where that word. Anyway, so same thing. This is not something that we need to be like, yeah. Do you want your daughter to do it? Do you want your mama to do it? Whatever time it closes, I think, 4 o'clock? Go there at 4:01 and see what you see. Tell me if you want your women in your life to do that. It's okay. Look, it's okay. Like, we can go there and all that stuff, but promotion, partnerships, that's too much, man. This is low level. This is low vibration.
And how do they compare to Magic City?
Obviously not. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Nigga, I'm trying to tell you. Niggas don't like this type of snow. That's why you don't go.
They had a nice one in San Antonio, trust me.
Oh, yeah.
They had a nice strip club in San Antonio.
All through Texas.
Everywhere.
Good ones.
Everywhere.
Yes, San Antonio had a good one, but it ain't Atlanta. But leave it to the white man to try to ruin. Leave it to the white man to try to ruin the black man fun. It ain't got nothing to do with you, Karen.
Golly, Kenya. It was that day, huh, Kenya? That's my dog. But damn. Well, I'm a black man, and I'm with Luke. I'm signing the Al Horford petition. Oh, I got a quick Al Horford story. So Al Horford's wife was Miss Dominican Republic, I think at 18 or something. Guess who judged that pageant? Yours truly. I met her when she was 18 in the pageant. Obviously, I had to judge the pageant, so I had to see everybody. But yeah, she was there. And Lord, I don't know if she knew Al then or not. Lord, we were like, she's like 6'1", beautiful. She was Miss Dominican. She didn't win Miss Universe. I don't think she did. Maybe she did. I was in love with Miss Trinidad, so I lost focus. But the point is, insane. Al Horford's wife to this day, crazy.
So wait,
Like-
he trying to cancel it?
He wrote a note, a letter.
He wrote a letter. Said, "I'd like to encourage the league, its owners,
Hey,
employees,
Al
and fans to hold the Hawks to a higher
Horford
standard."
second the letter. Al
And
Horford
Al-
second.
Al
Here another,
Horford
here another
co-signed it.
white, here another white man too. The white.
He's Dominican. He's
So what
Dominican.
No black. He no black.
He's
He
Dominican.
no
He said that. No black.
So what did he say? What was he complaining about?
Trying to get the
complaining
league
about
to
the
cancel. Yeah, he wants
League doing a night promoting
He
a
want the league
premier
to step
strip club.
in. You want the league to step in and try to get them to cancel Atlanta's motherfucking magical night, man.
Tell him why. Tell him why, Joe. Go ahead and read it off.
It
man.
doesn't matter
Horford's
what-
a different situation though. He don't want his.
Kenyon literally just said, it don't matter why. Hey, man, we can't. You know what's interesting? I heard this excerpt from the 1960s. And it was talking about how the generation and how degenerate we are going to become and how subtle it will be. And we are at a place right now where we are really defending why we not hyping up the strip club at the NBA family-friendly game. And then don't want to know why. Don't care why. Man, that's gangster.
He don't want his work out there like that.
He
was
found
like,
out that Magic City was a strip club. I think Lou Cornette, before you bash Magic City, you actually have to go and try it out. Delicious wing.
Do you see what his messaging was?
I've been to Magic City, and it's overrated. Y'all need to stop. But everything's overrated when they got that big a reputation. Nothing to Magic City is just not. It's not it. You know what I mean? Best strip club I've ever been to was in. Where is that? It's not even Niagara Falls. It may be Niagara Falls. It's right by there. Oh my God, Lord! You know why? Because they get all them Canadians and they got them Americans blending right there. And Lord, you ever seen a Jamaican Chinese girl for real? Anybody? If there's a blind like taste test, or if there's a family that's forcing you to get marriage, arranged marriage, and they said, okay, we're gonna pick the woman for you, but we'll allow you. Well, I changed my voice because you know they don't do this where I'm from. We'll allow you to pick what she is. You say, Daddy, I don't really agree with this. Like coming to America, Father, I don't agree with this, but since you forced me to marry the woman of your choice, but I get to pick her background, I like to pick two, if I may, just for my suffering Jamaican Chinese. It's insane.
Who cares?
Yeah, I just want to
respecting
It ain't got
women.
nothing- It ain't got nothing to do with your team, man. Mind your business.
Shout out to Chaotic Jester with the $20 snap with the money in the bank. Thank you, man, for the super chat. Keep them coming. Support the show. Let go.
Like,
So did you not see what he was saying?
I don't care, Rashad. Once
What did he say,
again,
Rashad?
bro,
Tell us, since you want to tell us. What did he say?
like,
Do you have
who
it?
cares?
I have a snippet of. I did read the whole letter. I found it to be.
Ain't got nothing to do with you, brother. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. It's for the
You
people
know
who
what it
are
was
it's for their
for? I want to hear
fans.
what
They
he said.
fans.
No, go say it. Tell
Who
us.
was the four shot?
What's interesting is, and I'm guilty of this as well, when I'm critical of somebody else for saying what they're saying, you know that's easily the flip. Like the transverse is easily like, hey, you are talking about your beliefs. I ain't tripping. I'm talking about my beliefs. Why are you tripping? Why you mad I wrote a letter supporting women or supporting the esteem of women? Or there's so many women in our organizations, the NBA as a whole. When have they had NBA Women's Beautiful High Esteem Pride Day? You know, not Pride Day, which is another group. Just like women, here, love, National Women's Day. I don't even know if they have that. Whatever. National Women that work at the NBA Day. You know what I mean? Nah, but we're going to have Magic City night.
It was for the women.
Okay, I got 3 daughters and a wife and a mom and a sister.
Can somebody read?
Like,
I know. I wanna hear
It's a
what he
long
said.
letter, Gil. It'll take too long.
It ain't that long, Joe. It's not that long.
I
It's
got
not that
Gil,
long.
you're trying to get the people counts and women is important.
Share it, Joe.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
We don't know if the
Ain't
audience.
that what women always fight? You telling us we can't show
What'd you say, Nick?
our body shit? Ain't that some of the shit they fight for? You can control us, tell us we can't what we can't wear and what we can't do.
So I'll read a snippet for you. You said the NBA.
Okay, let's stop there. You know me, I love me a part 2. Blah, blah, blah. I must got ADD or something. Like once after about 3-4 minutes, I guess because I'm interrupting them, it just like, all right, enough. End of that song. Like no matter how good the song is, back in the day, if it was over 4 minutes, you kind of start looking and then like you be looking at the inside of the tape cover. You were like, how long is this song? Right? We're all in the same gang. It was like 8 minutes, 9 minutes. You're like, man, come on, dog. Self-destruction was like 20 minutes. You're like, man, come on, dog. Now, if a song is over 2 minutes, like 2:30, man, we out of here. Women fighting for the right to do what they want with their body is not this argument. This argument at its core is, why is the NBA partnering, promoting, whatever you want to call it, in connection with a strip club? Like, just everybody. You don't take everybody you know to a strip club. You don't promote all the times you go to a strip club. You don't promote all the things you do when you're in a strip club. Y'all want to get real? There are people in your family, you're like, nah. There's times you go and you're like, nah. Oh, I just went and got some wings real quick. Okay. There's a vibration from this whole situation that we just got to acknowledge. And just to be real, ain't no little girl you ever raised properly raised her hand to say, yeah, I want to take a seat on your stand. Leg 1, leg 2. Oh, here comes leg 3. You kidding me? Can y'all stop lying? No damn woman want to sit on no dude. Every dude, not just any dude. Like if she got her picking, yeah, I'm sure she loved to go to work. But you see who come through the door? Oh, it ain't all just NBA, y'all. It's dudes with dirty jeans, 10 bellies, skin tags, wrinkles, eye boogers, but he got $20. And no matter what you want to do with the power of your body, you better sit down. Come on, man. If y'all want to play that game, then we can play a lot of games. I don't care. I don't care. Like, y'all ain't gonna lie to me. No, gangbanging ain't fresh. No, it's not. It's stupid. It's dumb. Yeah, all of us gonna click up because we all live in the same neighborhood that our parents just coincidentally just moved to, and none of them really wanted to be here in the first place because we broke probably. Now let's have this pride and let's ride on people because we happy or mad or both. Man, you don't get my face. Just call stuff what it is. There's good things in this world. And there's some dumbass bad things in this world. You can try and make the most of it. You can try and say, oh, here's some lemonade. You can try and say it's better than it is. You don't know, but you know you don't know. Man, what do they say? Everybody who get $5, what do they do? They try to move from the hood until they gentrify it. You know why? Because you know what you got to deal with. Is it good or bad? Huh? Anybody? See, these are the things that are deemed sellout. I swear one of the greatest tricks of this world is to tell any group that when they are thinking properly, intellectually, of high esteem, oh, that guy's a problem. He's a sellout. He's lost the culture. He lost the way. So then they undermine that person. They mute that person, and then all of a sudden everybody else stays in the same position. Watch that trick. Watch that trick. And speaking of trick, this got off the rails kind of crazy. I don't know what Daniel Cormier was going through, but let's hear it. It was wild.
Let me just say something.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Laura is the idea of what the young high school guy doesn't get. If I could go back, right, with my first wife.
Speak for yourself.
With my first wife.
He is.
My first wife, very voluptuous as a 17-year-old.
Oh.
That turns into fat.
Oh,
you get the girl that's kind of skinny, and then she turns into Laura. Guys just don't understand.
I was thick in high school, though. I'll show you.
Really?
I was.
Because I'm saying like that.
Dog, that is a gem. I got to watch this show more. He ain't lying. We get suckered. We get into like somebody who's fully developed, and then you're like, oh, but you got to think. If I'm going to say 18 because he's saying 17, but he was in high school, so it don't matter. But if you with somebody and they like that at that age, you got to remember, when nobody can remember, we all young. Her metabolism is firing at its best. It's its fastest. What happened when that slow down? You can have the same habits. You can be the same person. But once that thing slow down, and you know what else happens? Life start lifing. You ain't going to the gym 5 days a week. It's now 3. Oh, yeah. It gets thick. As they say, black don't crack, but it swells.
Like you get the girl that looks like she's mature beyond her years. What do you think she's gonna look like in 3 years?
I was thick, and
am I wrong, guys? Like I mean, everybody's laughing like I'm lying.
You don't like them thick? You don't like it thick?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I know you like it thick.
At 17, right?
I hate when people do this. Like, dog, he got a good story going. He got a good joke going. Like, go with it. Damn. You don't like him thick? He didn't say nothing about. He obviously liked him thick because she was thick at 17. Like, if you're gonna be funny, be funny. Say something funny. Don't hijack the whole moment. Now she was 17 and thick. I'm trying to say she gonna get excessively thick, right? If you born an elephant, next is rhino. Let me stop.
And the girl's like,
okay, all right. Yeah. Let's just get back. Let's just get back.
It
could end.
I'm sorry.
I will. I mean, just for you, I will keep it to teenagers with Raul Rosas Jr. getting his contract when he was 17.
You're gonna save me from
fighting
myself.
for the first time at 18. But what's the secret, right?
Boo. No wonder I don't watch that show. Shout out to you, Cormier. You tried. They just went back to, well, I think this is a little dicey and racy. No, it ain't. If you listen to what he said, he's talking about athletes as well. There are man-childs out there. Have you seen one? Do you have one? Be careful, right? I've seen 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds that I'm looking at them. I'm like, he pretty much peak. You like, what? I'm like, I'm just looking at his body composition. I'm looking at his movements. I could see the stiffness here and there. I'm just telling you, his ceiling is a lot lower, or more importantly, he's closer to his ceiling than these other kids, right? And you can just see it. It's like, this ain't rocket science. Damn, how come when we see ducks and squirrels, we know so much, and then we see a human being, it's like, I don't know. Like, look at him. The sucker he's 7 years old, he's 5'3", and he weighs 110. He gonna be big. Now, is he moving with that big? If not, he gonna be big and he ain't gonna move. Come on, it's telling on itself. You gotta know what about, like the combine. Let's talk about speed. They say you can't teach it, right? Let's go.
In the 40-yard dash, 4.44 seconds. The wide receivers, 4.44. The running backs, 4.45. Linebackers, 4.55. Tight ends, 4.63. Of the 8 position groups that were clocked in Indianapolis, 7 had the fastest times on average that they ever posted.
And people still say that speed can't be taught. So why are these athletes getting faster? The 40-yard dash can make or lose athletes millions, literally in tenths of a second. But it's just a test of acceleration. And acceleration comes down to 3 key things that I call the 3 Ps. Patience, fighting the urge to pop up too quickly within the first couple of yards. You can use hill sprints to teach you exactly how this is supposed to feel. Position, keeping your body at 45 degrees with a positive shin angle. You can use wall marches and sled runs at short distances to cue this to muscle memory. Projection, this is about forward hip displacement. You can use plyometrics and basic jump training to make sure you don't have energy leaks. Speed isn't just talent or genetics, it's mechanics, and that can be trained.
Let me just...
Blah, blah, blah. They got the best show ever. Hey, he ain't lying. I tell you guys this story. Mike Boyle, shout out to one of the best trainers in the world, right? Famous guru. First guy to ever do combine training. Yeah, he got Mike Mamula. If you guys want to go back in time, anybody remember Mike Mamula, beat him up in the comments. Somebody got to know who Mike Mamula is. End up going number 7 overall from Boston College. Wasn't projected to go there, but he smoked the combine under Mike Boyle's training. I went there as well. Mike Boyle taught us how to run the 40. Literally broke the 40 down into a test, right? We had our phases, but we also had to count our steps. It was wild. Like, I was like, what? The 40 ain't just run your fastest, bone out? He was like, no. We're going to teach you how to run this 40. And for all you guys out there, look, if you're fast, you can get faster. If you're slow, you can get a little faster, but you're still going to be slow. You can't, like, you can, on the margins, we all can change. On the margins. So that's all he's saying. He's like, don't ever get into this mindset. And people tell you that all the time, especially when you're a kid. They be like, oh, you slow. You ain't going to get fast. Like, no, you can train yourself to literally be fast. It's amazing. Faster, I should say. Faster. All right, let's get into some deeper stuff. Nick Sabin up there talking to Congress, talking to the president. We at war. We talking about college football, college sports. Well, let's go. Let's talk it.
I'm just a football coach. I spent my life when we had the ball trying to get a first down, when they had the ball trying to get off the field on third down. So this is an unlikely position for me to be in to speak to such a distinguished group of people. Thank you. But I come here today with a question. What are the guiding principles for the future of college athletics, all athletics?
And it's interesting they always ask this question because you know why? Because now the rabbit got the gun, okay? Like when these coaches were making trillions of dollars and these universities were making gagillions, we didn't really have to have all these conversations about what's going on the frontier, the wild, wild west, or we don't know what the future looks like. You know, it's hard to know who to trust and what to trust because now it's a new conversation. And it seems like Nick Saban don't trust these people here. He's like, not drinking your water.
I'm talking about football, basketball, Olympic sports, revenue, non-revenue, it doesn't matter. You know, my goal as a coach for my players, for our players, was to help them be more successful in life, that we would create an atmosphere and environment that would help them through personal development, academic support, 668 degrees and 17 years at Alabama, and help them develop a career as a football player. That was our goal. So
okay, well, things have changed. And I love Nick Saban, but the goals have changed because we know the journey has changed. So now there's money here, Coach. So I don't have to build for a career right now. The hammer and the nails and the wood, y'all paying for it. So y'all build it with me. So I should be getting paid. I am a huge supporter of professionalizing youth sports. I am a huge supporter. Yes, I said it correctly. Pay these little kids. The money is there. Here's the thing. The money is there. Why you think there's NFL flag everywhere now? Huh? Why you think there's AAU everywhere now? Because the money is there. So you rather the coordinator of the gym or the big gym facility or the park. It's $20 to park. It's 1,000 kids in there. There's 37 courts all weekend. And y'all charging $20 to park. You can't get a Snickers for under $3.50. I could go to Costco and get 24 Snickers for $5. You trying to tell me what? Oh, no, the money is there. And so anytime someone tries to play this game on us, you know, the trick of the rich is to make the poor people resent the money. Like, feel distant from the money. Real spit.
So that they were creating value in life and we were preparing them for their future past athletics. So what happened? You know, in this current system that we have, that became impossible to do because people, instead of making decisions about creating value for their future, they were making decisions about how much money could they make at whichever school they could go to or transfer to. So
just like the coaches. You think a coach ever turned in a resume and say, who cares how much they pay me? I just want the job. Come on, Nick. Look, I know Nick is talking from his perspective, but he's smarter than this. He knows the difference. But he like, look, my experience is this, and my experience is my expertise. I hear you.
So I think we have a challenge here today about the ramifications of this current system on how it helps players be successful in their future and how we can impact and create a system that will help and preserve the opportunity for student athletes to be able to have success in their future beyond athletics. So we need to develop an effective system of revenue sharing, authentic name, image, and likeness, authentic being you have marketing value, which now we have collectives, which just create opportunities, which just become pay for play. Eligibility issues where we have guys playing 6, 7, and 8 years. So you have 25 and 26-year-old people playing against 18 and 19-year-olds, which is not healthy. Transfer rules. We have over 4,000 people in the portal. Fans don't like it. Support groups don't like it.
I'm in the transfer portal to get a better opportunity, which can include more money, obviously, but just change of scenery, change of dollar signs. And I'm supposed to think about what the fans feel about it? Where they do that at? Like, we are trying to raise these kids like they ain't gonna ever become adults. You're not supposed to be making your moves based on, oh, how they gonna feel about it? What the fuck what you mean? Are they gonna pay my bills? Are they gonna take these injuries? Are they gonna be in the ice tub with me? Are they gonna go do therapy with me? They going to practice with me? They balling with me? But I gotta consider them first? Get it in priority? Win? Oh, no.
It's not really healthy for players in graduation to transfer several times in your career. You really put yourself in a pickle in terms of your ability to graduate. So
I agree with that. Look, but I think because the goals have changed, because the journey has changed, and I'm just gonna be real. And I fought this. I still struggle with this. Like, as college is a necessity, you know? Like, it's just a real conversation. And they've been having this at the highbrow universities, not just football factories. They've been talking about this in the Ivy Leagues. It's like, yo, like, really? Like, the Ivy League is like $100,000 a year. You're $400K in before you even got a job. And then you got you nice little bachelor's degree, cute. It's about $800,000 of you out there now. So you need a master's. That's another couple hundred. Then you may need a PhD or whatever. Then you're 26, 28 trying to get a job. And you're going to be expecting to get paid a whole lot of, because one, you got them that debt. And then they're going to be like, nah, we're going to take the cheaper version. Or worse, let's just get some AI to do it. God, dog, it's tough out here.
I think we need to come up with a system, and we obviously have to do it with the president's leadership and also with Congress probably, whether it's antitrust legislation or whatever it is, to allow student athletes in all sports, including women's and Olympic sports, to enhance their quality of life while going to college, but still provide opportunity to advance themselves beyond their athletic career, which is what the philosophy of college athletics and getting a college education has always been about.
Always. It's a lot of alwayses in this world that we like to change. You think this may be one of them? Yeah, we don't stick to always, because always could keep you in the past. Be careful when people's like, that's just the way it is. That's the way it's been. Okay, well, it ain't no more. It's not. Dog, there are tech companies. Wait till these tech companies get into these bidding wars with these collegiate athletes and this college football media rights and college sports media rights. They ain't in it fully yet. The NFL and all that. NFL's media rights deals are it's probably going to get done before this season because they're going to opt out and all this stuff. And it's crazy. People were talking about 2028, 2030. They're like, you know how much money is here? So if the NFL doing it, everybody doing it at the top, it trickles down. It trickles down.
And how much does anybody talk about getting an education anymore? Nobody talks about it at all, which is the most important thing any of these student athletes can do in terms of enhancing their future.
That's true. That is true. However, when y'all came in my living room, y'all weren't leading with the education. Y'all said it. Y'all said it because mama was listening. Y'all said it because it sounds like the thing to say. But the only reason you hear actions speak louder than words, coach, is because I could ball. You think I ain't catch that part? You want to know why? Because my sister's in the other room. She got good grades. Why y'all ain't recruiting her? Anybody? I thought it was about education. Oh, she got to be able to ball first. Okay, well then if it's ball first, let's talk ball first. They so slick. Oh, I'm glad we woke up as a country, as a society. What they're trying to do is restrict unrestricted free agency in college. They're trying their best to restrict it. There's gotta be, before we just let the dam just go. They're like, there's gotta be a way we can still take this money from these kids or dilute them or monetize it somehow. Damn it, there ain't a way. Well, let's go play the education card again. Well, listen here, Dick. We've been playing that card for 100, 200 years. I think they've heard it. I think they're over it. We drive the prices of academics up, and then we drive the price of athletics down in terms of compensation, and then be like, y'all want to go to college? These kids, look, and football is tough. You can't go from 18 to be in the NFL. Your ass will get hog-washed. You will be in the laundromat spin cycle. I don't know any 18-year-olds unless they playing kicker, maybe some receivers here or there. Yeah, nothing in the trenches. 18 in the trenches, please. I don't care how strong and big and good you are. We gonna wash you. Watch. Basketball, yeah, you can do it in basketball. Other sports, of course. I went to school. Remember I told y'all the story of Lauryn Hill? This is when I woke up. Ed O'Bannon and Charles O'Bannon, I played against them in high school. They went to Artesia. We St. Monica, so we played them. You know, and they went through their lawsuit and all that stuff, and they were talking that. But Lauryn Hill, yes, Fuji. What's her song? I can't sing it. You get shut down. Point is her. We had a woman that was a good tennis player. We had a woman that was really good in what's Zorro fighting stuff called? Damn, I ain't been to school in a while. Whatever the hell they call that thing. What's that sport? Beat up in the comments when they stab each other. Nationally, worldwide ranked. And then we had Lauryn Hill, who was just an actor. She turned into an actor, actress, singer, blah, 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 superstar. She would leave, get paid, do an album, and come back. And I remember somebody was talking to me. Now, I wasn't good enough to do this, but they still thought I was because I was the man on campus. They was like, Marcellus, why you don't go, try and go pro? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, fool, I can't go pro. But to them, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. We got to see. I got to see what's up. You try to stay cool and fresh in their head. And in your head, you're like, I can't do that. One, there are rules. And two, I don't qualify. Let's remove the rules. And if you qualify, go ahead. Do what you got to do. You could be amazing in tennis. If you're amazing in tennis, they're not holding you back. They're not saying, oh, wait. Go get your tennis on. Go play your sport. Go play your game. Beat up in the comments. Let's talk through it. We got Sharoni Moore back and his lawyer. He loves Sharoni Moore's lawyer. She got this thing going. Fencing. That's it. Yes, fencing. Thank you, guys. Sometimes I feel so dumb. I forget stuff. I'm like, damn, that's that hit. That's the third game, week 3, Buffalo, Miami. Damn, Richmond Webb hit me right there. Now I don't know fencing. Let's go.
Good afternoon. I'm Ellen Michaels. From the beginning, we maintain that the felony stalking charge and the entering without permission charge, all the charges against Mr. Moore, were not supported by facts and law. After the court granted our motion for a Franks hearing and the omissions in the detective's affidavit were examined, those charges have been dismissed.
Hey, when you come to this show, you want some Sharoni Moore updates. We got that thing cracking. I told you guys, we did a video, a week or so ago. We was like, you better be on the lookout for Sharoni Moore. His last name may change from Moore to Moore, Michigan. Like he might own Michigan. This dude is on one. He is coming back.
The dismissal of those charges validates the concerns we raised about the investigation from the very beginning. Mr. Moore is pleased to put this behind him and move forward. Thank you.
Sharon, can you comment, please? Sharon, do you have anything to say?
All I see is a strong woman there. His wife, Lord. Now, it could be a strong woman there, or I'm just beat up. I can't move. I can't go nowhere, baby. Just hold me. I don't know, and I don't really care. It's just get past this BS. Good Lord. I'm still now. Isn't that crazy? How it was an abuse of power conversation before Sharoni Moore. Oh, you just went from rags to riches, became the man. Jim Harbaugh left that for you, right? Cronyism hooked you up. People were saying DEI hire, whatever the hell. He gets there, and he finishes that year, wins the championship, then all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roller coaster ride, whatever. Then they hearing all these whispers and stuff, people knowing. People be knowing but not knowing because they be like plausible deniability, all that stuff. Next thing you know, the lady you messing with, she know the game, she know the rules, she know the setup, she knows how she lied to everybody. All of a sudden got a change of heart. It's okay, change your heart, but don't try and change my life. Like, what you doing? Oh, no, you try to get me. I got you first. Okay. We both going to lose now. Let's go. You want to be a loser? I didn't, but now let's go. We both going to lose. How he went from that abuse of power, he taking advantage of that little lady, even though he hooking her up with the money and all that, to now it's like, ooh, set up. conspiracy. Total, as you said right here, Murphy Robert, total show. It's a total show. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm going on record saying we might see the lawsuit coming. Michigan, be careful. Duck. All right, let's get to Dillon Brooks. Be careful. Duck. Big dog. They got you.
Failed to maintain your lane to 6 different times, yeah? And then it's, to be honest with you, it smells like a dispensary in your car.
Damn.
So when was the last time you smoked marijuana?
Okay, so I don't smoke weed like that. Like I have in my life, but I don't do that. I hydrate. So the point is, it caught me off. 1, we're in Arizona, obviously. So 2, marijuana DUI. Like, I don't know if the whole world is hip to like that. And we're going to have that conversation because especially out there, there's a little bit of a difference in terms of the law that could really get you caught up and caught slipping.
So no marijuana in 6 months. Do you have marijuana in the car? Is that why it smells that way?
Loud.
All right.
It's loud in there.
You're going to be placed under arrest tonight for the suspicion of driving under the influence. What's wrong with your hand?
Surgery on it.
Where? Where on your hand? Because I'm about to handcuff your wrist.
My knuckle.
All right.
Do I need to be handcuffed?
Yeah, you're under arrest.
10-9. What did I blow?
You blew zeros, which I anticipated.
Oh, so they don't have a DUI weed one, huh? They only got the liquor one? This country.
My car with you, watching you drive, and you're doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, which everybody does, because everybody's either doing something in their...
Blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing this video to highlight him falling down and having to get up, because we all fall down, different degrees of injury when you're down. I'm not. I'm here to educate. But first, King of Levity, we got to show it. Somebody said that's him when he got out the car. I said, golly, y'all are stupid. You know who that somebody who said that? Me. I said it. All right, in Arizona, marijuana is legal for adults, 21 or over. But driving after using it is strictly regulated. So you got to call an Uber for the weed. The weed, Stephen A. The law mainly falls under Arizona DUI statutes. All right, driving while impaired by marijuana is illegal, okay? Swerving, delayed reaction time, failing field sobriety tests after smoking could lead to a marijuana DUI. I'm not going to lie. I probably would have guessed that, but I didn't know that. I was like, whoa. You can be charged even if you're not actively high. So just that smell, that loud, and y'all know how y'all cars smell when y'all be on that thing. Ugh. Kind of smell good too, but it's like, ugh, it's too much. There's no clear legal limit like alcohol. You hear that? That means it's at their discretion, basically. Yeah, you were swerving. No, I wasn't. What? Yeesh. Be careful out here, y'all. So much drama in the LBC. Kind of hard being you. D-O-double-G. Okay, let's get into this conversation. This will be our last one. Let's get it in. Ooh, I like this one. This is a good one, too. Cam and Mace, they talking about these outlets. Talking that trash. They just so negative. This is interesting.
Everybody's talking about it. Where do you go to find it? The first place you would
like
go.
to find gossip?
Not to find gossip, like some shit going on and I'm just asking, some shit going on, you ain't hear about it yet. Let's just say, for instance, right? Let's just use an example, right? Mace and Cam is beefing,
Yeah.
And everybody's talking about it. Where would you go to try and find information if it's not Google?
Marcellus Wiley YouTube. Hydration situation. No. I do like beefs. I like beefs because they're all stupid to me. They're silly. It's like in real life. When I see two people about to fight, unless I know they're going to shoot, I always be laughing. I always walk up laughing. Man, would y'all stop? Yo, what y'all about to fight over? Hey, man, I walked out the store and he was walking in and he turned and bumped. I looked at him like, what's up? I was like, you about to fight over that?
Me personally, I look at Twitter first.
Right.
Then I'm going to check Shade Room because Shade Room got everyone talking.
The Shade Room. That's what I was exactly.
I was going to say TMZ.
Yeah, but that's what I was looking from.
Unfortunately, because I really
the
don't
Shade
like
Room. It's called the Shade Room. Yeah. They put up everything negative about everybody, but they do it tastefully. So,
they try to do it tastefully with the wording.
Exactly, with the wording, you know.
Interesting. Shade Room is pretty good, though. I mean, it's a lot of drama in this world. Real spit. Drama aside, hit the like button, subscribe, and become a member. Let's continue to talk down this drama-filled road.
You know what I'm saying? But they got 30, 40 million followers.
Yeah.
Because that's the first place I'm going if I'm on the app. If I don't know.
He said all of this to say that's where he going.
No, because I want, Stat may have a different outlet from me. That's why I want to know where she would go.
Yeah.
But that's the point. You want to find out what's going on with some bullshit? The first place you go is some shit called the Shade Room. Shout out to Shade Room. You know what I'm saying? Baller Alert.
Yeah.
Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to all them platforms. But what I'm saying is, it's all beef. It's all pride. I'm not saying they don't give people some shout out where they wear clothes and this, that, and third. But if you want to know where some shit is popping off, that's the new news. But
that's the new news. Blah, blah, blah. That's the new news. I think that what has happened is because we all have our day-to-day lives, we're all looking for escapes. And we are just all triggered, all to see sensational things. Like what's out the norm? What's out the ordinary? Beef. Because normally you have a normal, everywhere you go is normally good. It's the social contract. It's peace. It's trust. Right? You riding on the street, you going this way, 60 miles an hour. Somebody else going this way, 60 miles an hour. I trust you, stay over there. I trust you, stay over there. Right? You walk by people, hey, hi, you don't speak, whatever. You trust it. Ain't nobody going to run up to you and stab you. Even though I just saw a video of somebody doing that in San Francisco. Just stabbed a dude at this bus stop for no reason, it looked like. Anyway, right? We all go around with these social contracts of peace. We go to work, check in, 9 o'clock, check out, 5 o'clock. How many arguments you had today? Every day? No. Every week? No. You wouldn't work there. So we normally are at peace. Just like a bad neighborhood normally is good. A bad neighborhood got most people that are good. But them bad apples, woo. And it's crazy when you got your time off or time away or the kids are in bed and you got your escape time, you know what you do. You know exactly what you do. You want to go find that shade. Get out the sun. Get that shade room. Thank you, Chaotic Jester, becoming a member. Love to you guys out there. Subscribe. Hit the like button right now. Right now. Not then, right now. Everybody get into it. Let's go. You know what this show is doing. We about to wind this thing on down because it's time for me to go check on my itty bitties. They are tired, though. They went to bed late last night, boy. They was up. Mama out of town. I love my wife out of town. I can't lie. As part of me hates it because it's like, where's she at? Why she ain't here with the family? But at the same time, I'm like, peace. It is so much easier when she gone. These kids do what they got to do, and they going to do it. It's no options. There ain't no, oh, how do you feel? Or what do you want to do? No. We got this thing locked and well-oiled, I would say. Well-oiled. So love to you guys. Enjoy. Be the best version of you can be. I'm trying to, man. Let's get through this thing together. You know how the game goes. Real? All right. Make sure your body, your blood, everything flows. Let's go. Vinia. What's good, fam? It's your boy, Marcellus Wiley. And I got to talk to you about something that's been a game changer for me. Y'all know I've been on the comeback trail after my hip surgery. And let me tell you, getting back to 100% ain't easy. I've been looking for anything to give me that edge, to help me bounce back stronger, faster. And that's where Vinia's new blood flow hydration product comes in. Oh, this ain't just another supplement, people. This is about optimizing your body from the inside out. Since I started taking Vinia blood flow hydration, I'm feeling a big difference in my physical therapy sessions and my energy levels. It's helping me get that crucial blood flow where it needs to go, helping my body heal and perform. I'm feeling more vibrant, more ready to tackle whatever comes my way. It's like my body just remembers how to be its best self. And for anyone out there just looking to elevate your daily well-being, this is it. And here's the best part. Vinia is so confident you'll love it, they're offering a 90-day money-back guarantee. That's how you know it's legit. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So head over to the link in my bio, check out Vinia Blood Flow Hydration, and start your own comeback story. Trust me, your body will thank you. Let's get it. Bwah, bwah, bwah. I'm over here texting. I forgot the show's still going on. Y'all still here? Oh, love you guys, man. I literally tapped out. I was like, man, is my itty bitties up? I'm about to check cameras and everything. Let's get it. Bang.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration situation.